Thank you, Mr. Speaker, members. This amendment will direct the TEA to establish an accessible, easy-to-use web portal for educators to log feedback, interactions, and frequently asked questions brought by their students about this new requirement to have the Ten Commandments installed in each classroom. This amendment would also instruct TEA to produce a report prior to next session in 2027 that would provide a detailed analysis of the submissions to the portal and require the agency to offer policy recommendations for the legislative branch to consider in an effort to be more responsive to student and teacher feedback. By logging these interactions, stories, questions, and even concerns raised by students, this helps the agency better understand the real-time feedback offered by students in the classroom. I believe, like I hope many of you do, that when we institute a non-academic change that impacts classrooms across Texas, we have the responsibility as lawmakers to ensure that the policy does not distract our students from what they should be focused on, getting an education. For example, if we find our classrooms erupting into religious debates regularly when our students should be focusing on classwork objectively, this would be considered a failure of the policy. But if we don't ask our educators to report back on how students receive the presence of the Ten Commandments in their classroom or how they interact with it, then we'll likely never know its impact. The collection of reports from the field or the classroom will also help the TEA better understand how the presence of the Ten Commandments impacts students who don't consider themselves followers of certain religions. And en masse, are students treated differently when they speak up about the fact that they don't practice, they don't practice one of the Abrahamic religions. I think this is a smart inclusion to this bill. It gives us the opportunity for teachers to report back some of the questions that students may ask and see if, maybe we made a mistake somehow. But at least getting that feedback and, from folks when it's happening in real time, we can understand how this policy is changing our classrooms. And so I move adoption.